Hello, everyone. I'm Wanda R. Williams, and I'm the broker owner of America's Dream Realty. And I am here this evening with Mr. Charles and Mrs. Jacqueline Humphrey, who recently sold their home on the prestigious northwest side of Lansing, known as the Heatherwood McPherson subdivision. We had a very unique journey getting their home sold, and I asked them if they would sit down with me for a few minutes and share their honest experience about the process. So whether you are thinking about selling your home or just curious about the process, I think that you will enjoy their story and find it helpful. So let's dive in with the questions. Before we started the process of getting your home put on the market, what was your biggest concern or fear about selling your home?
Actually, we did not have a fear about selling our home because we had the honor and privilege to come in contact with Wanda when my parents, both of them, are deceased, and their home and my home also was going up for sale, and so we knew that Wanda would be the one that would do an excellent job in selling my parents' home.
Now, were there specific qualities or strategies that I mentioned to you in the beginning of the process that you would say set me apart from other realtors?
Normally, when a home would go up for sale, there's the realtor, and then there's a person that's selling the home, and it feels like a business transaction, and it is a business transaction, but in sitting across the table from Wanda, it was like talking to a friend, and the emotions that one has wrapped up in a home, she was able to feel that same type of love that you had for the home, but she also knew that now it's time to move on, and in that process that she was going to make it as easy as possible.
Thank you. Now, during the middle of the process, when we got busy with showings, during the middle of the process, when we had to take the house off the market and put the house back on the market, during the middle of the process, when we started getting offers in the negotiation period, how did I keep things on track doing those three things?
Because you're an encourager and you know the business so well, you calmed us, because I, for sure, was frustrated with the process and realized, you can say process over and over again, but you don't really know until you go through.
Until you go through it.
And so we had lived in our home for 52 years, and so we're talking about downsizing and what it would take for us. And so during that whole thing, because you have done this for so long, you just always had the right answers. You just calmed us when I was ready to jump ship.
Okay. So was there a specific moment in the process where you felt like I was really in your corner?
I think when I wanted to give up, and I think because of the fact that the attitude and your self-assuredness within yourself and your confidence and experience, you were able to just kind of keep that boat from tipping. You just kept us on the straight and narrow, and it was just a matter of time. And that's what you told us. It's a matter of time. It's got to be the right buyer.
Yes.
And so you told us more than once that when the right buyer sees the value of your house, you won't have to worry about everyone else that walked through. And it came to fruition.
Great. How would you describe my communication style and my accessibility?
Very thorough. Whenever there was a phone call made, you were accessible. If you were in a meeting or if you were on the phone, I'd quickly get a text message just saying you would call me back, or if you were in a meeting or if you were out of town. We always knew that if you were in town, you were accessible. And we had a couple of times that you let us know, I'm going to be Detroit, I'll be in Grand Rapids, but call me. And so knowing that someone is available regardless of the time of day, you were there for us. And so I think that was a plus.
Day or night.
Yes. We did have some late night
Yeah,
calls,
we did.
didn't we?
We
Yes.
did.
If you had a friend, a neighbor, someone from your church that was on the fence about picking up the phone and calling me about a real estate transaction, whether it's buying or selling, what is it that you would tell them was the biggest benefit of us working together as a team?
I would say that, first of all, that Wanda is wonderful, and Wanda is a wizard.
Well, thank you. I love that. We have to make that part of my brand.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, what would you say is the X factor that makes me stand out amongst the other real estate agents in the area?
I think professional. That you remain professional regardless of all that you personally went through. You kept it professional. You weren't a complainer. You had a sad event that happened in your life, and we knew you were going through, but you still did not slow down. You kept going. You're like an Energizer bunny. That you're there. You're calling. You're always thinking around the clock. You're thinking of ways to resolve an issue, and so we just felt that your resolution. I think that's one of your strong points, that you know how to resolve the issue and you know how to get around. And so what more could we want?
Thank you. So to wrap things up, if there's someone that's watching us right now, what is it that you would tell them that they need to do, like right now, if they're thinking about selling their home?
Call Wanda.
Thank you so very much. So I want to give a huge thank you to Jacqueline and to Charles for sharing their story about their journey, because every home and every seller is unique and different and have different needs, of course. And my main objective is to make the transaction simple and fun and memorable experience. If you have any questions about selling your home, about the value of your home, I'm a phone call away, 517-719-8240. And my website is americasdreamrealty.net. Thank you, and as always, create a great day.